why you should always look at gross pay and not net pay. Your gross pay is your pre-tax amount that you are paid. The net pay is the post-tax amount, meaning it is the amount that actually goes into your bank account each week. I know a lot of nurses really like to know the net amount. This is the amount that actually hits the bank account. This is the important amount to us because we want to know exactly how much is going to end up in our pocket each week. However, I've got a couple scenarios here that I am going to show to you and prove to you why the gross pay is actually the more important and the one you should use while talking to recruiters and comparing contracts. Before I get into this, I want to ask you, press the thumbs up button if you like this video. Also subscribe down below if you haven't already and really enjoy the content shared in this channel. I certainly appreciate it if you would do that. So let's get into a couple scenarios of why the gross pay is better to look at compared to the net pay. To start with, let's talk about when we are discussing a pay package as a nurse with our recruiter. We always want the recruiter to tell us the gross weekly pay. It is okay if they tell us their estimated net pay as well, but we always want to know the gross pay. For one, the gross pay is an exact amount. Your recruiter can tell you down to the exact penny the amount that they are going to pay you. However, the net payment is just an estimate. All the recruiter is going to do is they're going to estimate a tax percentage. Maybe they take out 18% or 20% or 22% of the taxable income part of your pay package, and they're going to say this is your estimated net. So with already what we're showing in this scenario is that the gross pay is an absolute. They can tell you down to the exact penny how much you are going to be paid pre-taxes each week. However, post-taxes, they do not know my exact tax situation. They don't know exactly what percentage is going to be taken out. So they are going to assume an estimated percent. They could use 18%, 20%, 22%. Granted, it would probably be close, but they don't know it exactly, and their net payment is just an estimate. I prefer to know exacts. I want to know exactly how much they're paying me. So that is one of the reasons. I'm going to expand on this a little bit more. Let's say a recruiter, after you get done negotiating with them, they only told you a net payment. They did not tell you a gross. This is very uncommon. Most recruiters will always tell you a gross weekly pay that you will receive. However, I have had, over my 5 years as a travel nurse, I had a recruiter who did not want to tell me a gross. She only wanted to tell me the estimated net payment, which I eventually kind of started talking to her like, no, I need to know the gross. And she eventually did give me the gross payment. But just know that for this scenario, if I only knew the net payment, let's say the recruiter estimated I would bring home $2,500 a week for my contract. Let's say I get my first paycheck and it's for $2,420. That's $80 less than she estimated for my paycheck. Now you tell me, did the nurse lie to me and is she paying me $80 less? Or was her calculations just $80 off? It really makes you think, like, is this what I'm supposed to be getting paid? Or is this recruiter taking an extra $80 a week? Her simple, estimated calculations really leaves the questions for the travel nurse to kind of think, is this right? Am I getting taken care of, or am I getting taken advantage of? So this is one of the reasons why I always tell travel nurses gross over net. always look at the gross pay per week. Scenario number 2 is when you are comparing pay packages, especially when you as a travel nurse are comparing pay packages to another travel nurse at your assignment. You both should have a similar gross payment. However, your tax situations could be different. One nurse could be paying 22% taxes, another nurse could be paying 16% taxes. It really just depends because everybody's tax situation is different. Like I said, the gross pay for each of those travel nurses should be very similar because taxes are not taken into consideration of the gross pay. However, the net pay is post-taxes, how much goes into your pocket. Well, if one nurse is paying a higher tax percentage, they are going to make less than the other nurse. So that's why you should always compare gross pay rates and always get the gross pay rate from your recruiter when negotiating a pay package. So I hope this video was clear and I hope it helps you in the future. Good luck to you guys and safe travels.